Bitcoin's about to bounce. This is how I'm going to catch it. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in a pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well in this wide, wild world. Oh my goodness. You know what? Bitcoin, it's volatile because there's a lot of speculative interest. People are using leverage in order to play in this market, trying to catch some sort of a big move and profit heavily so they can feel they can grow their stack or basically just get more cash because they're not interested in the short term. I mean, in the long term, they're interested in the short term. And so that's always the issue. So this is why Bitcoin will always be bouncing around like a ball, just up and down, and worse than a horse drawers. And so this will continue so long as, you know, we have the fiat money system and everybody is struggling in order to try to obtain more wealth out of this current fiat system because it is what we have. All right. So with that said, I want to invite people who are interested in like not gambling, not trying to find a way to make a quick dollar. People who are serious about storing Bitcoin, but are a little concerned. They have issues. They're worried. And they want a plan. They want a step-by-step instructions, basically, to quickly, within like 90 days, get them up and running into a system that makes it automatic, like brushing them teeth. This is what this webinar is all about. Please share this with anybody that you feel that wants to find out why Bitcoin is the monetary unit that they should use and why they should just go all in and just dump stocks and everything, dump all their RSPs, dump everything. And I'm going to explain all that, right? In this course, in this Blueprint for Bitcoin webinar. There's going to be so much information, you will be surprised what we have in store for you. So make sure you share this with your good friends and family members. Have them participate in this webinar because it will be worth the hour that they spend with me on this particular topic because it's very important, very important. Okay, with that said, let's just go on to the charts. Oops, I could have swore this was already done, but anyway, it's connected now. So we were trying to get in on a trade here, and things went a little bit south. We are in the red right now, and well, you know what? We can hold this trade all the way down to our stop loss. The stop loss is at 90,165. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you, but I am going to be at Bitcoin Mina in Abu Dhabi on December 8th through the 9th. I'm going to actually be there for the 9th where I'm going to be speaking. If you want to meet up with me, you can. And if you're interested in getting some Bitcoin, I am going to give away some Bitcoin to anybody who asks. Small amount. I'm going to give you some TSATs, of course. So I just want you to share the love with TSATs, right? It's just Bitcoin, but on Solana. And if you want a discount on these tickets, big discount, you just use the code Davinci, DAVINCI. Links are in the description below. See you there. I think Bitcoin, honestly, this is not good. Looking at the chart, we've broken some key levels that I was thinking we were going to hold for support, but we did not. And then we're below the 13 EMA on the hourly or 4 hours. Jesus, oof. Not a good position to be in right now. Not a good position, especially since it's happening to us slow, right? It looks like we were going to get stopped out most likely in this particular trade. It is what it is. You can't. All trades don't make us money. It is what it is. So what we could do is reset our trade and see if we can. If we get stopped out, I'm looking to enter somewhere below the $87,000 mark because once we enter this area here, right, that means we can most likely come down all the way down to the 87,000. So I'm looking to wait for the market to give me some more signals if we get stopped out, because it's most likely going to continue going down after it breaks this level. So it is what it is, right? But once we do break out of this nonsense, right? You can see that there is a W here, right? You can see that, right? The breakout, right? So the W is right here, down, boom, boom, boom. And then the breakout levels right here. And so we come back to retest it, but then instead of retesting and bounce, we went and continued down, unfortunately, right? And effectively, because of that continuation, let's clear that out. We have to do some Fibonacci retracements. Whoops, let me just clear that and see how bad this thing could go. Best case scenario. Okay, best case scenario is the 38.2, which is exactly where our stop loss is at figures. So, yeah, we've already broken the other Fibonacci level. So yeah, next stop is the 38.2. Unfortunately, it is what it is. All right. So moving on, right? I'm looking to basically trade this. If it breaks my trade, I'm going to continue and look for a trade right down here at the 61.8, which is the 900 to between the 87,900 and the 86,196, so $86,200 level. That's where I'm looking for another entry to trade Bitcoin should it continue to break down. Now, there is a chance that this thing is just a reversal, just a psych, and then rather wear Nikes, and then off we go. But I've been watching this market long enough to know that's not likely. All right, so if you're interested in trading with me, you could do so at bybit.davinci15.com or head over to x.dj15.com. Links are in the description below. Okay, so let's take a look at Ethereum. Oof, well, I mean, we've already taken profits on this one, right? So just like I said, we should take profits, and it came back in, right? When we were looking at it up here, I was saying, yeah, you might as well take profits. And now we're below the 200 period moving average on the 4 hour and above the 13 MA, but they're squeezing each other. So we might be consolidating and creating a flag, right? So that would be sweet, right? You can see that would be huge movement flag. That'd be nice, right? And then if we break out, let's take the lows. Yeah, right up to the target. Jesus, damn, could be. Yeah, wow, we could be taking this thing all the way to that target. If you want to trade this, right, you can do a small risk trade just right above this wick, because they might wick us out a little bit, and then reduce your stop loss a lot to 1%, and then 3-to-1 takes you right back into that. Even if you just go 2-to-1, right, you could just let it ride and just move the stops to break even and see how it goes. Yeah, so there it is, a nice tight trade where you enter in at $3,069. You stop loss at $3,018 and take profits at $3,137. Nice. All right. So you can run that trade by heading over to x.dj15.com. Links in the description below. Let's take a look at our Solana trade. And we're stopped out on Solana. It is what it is. Pumped, and then if you wanted to take your stop and break even, that was fine, and that was smart. As Solana broke its pattern, and this is not good, because remember what I said. I said that these markets are all trading together. So this looks like this is a definite break, and it's a look left break. So that means we have to look left to see how it's going to behave. And we can see that it can come all the way back down to 125K. I give 125, not K, but dollars even, just to retest the lows. Jesus, that's so not right. But it is what it is, right? And there it is. We can say it's not right, but that's what the market's telling us as we're looking at Solana. So I'm not going to make a trade. I'm going to just wait for it to play out. We could make a short trade, but we're kind of late to that short trade if we're interested in that. We'd have to see on a time frame, see if there's any kind of entry that will give us a short trade. We'd have to wait for it to give us something. I don't see anything except for, the break. This trend line, downward trend here on the 15-minute indicates that the top of the trend is short, and then let it go. Let's see, but I'm not willing to short this. And that's it. That's all there is to it. There's not much left to do for this trade, right? You have to. I'm waiting, right? I'm waiting for my stop out, right, on Bitcoin, and I'm waiting for a trade on Ethereum and Solana. So we'll just wait and see. Hope you enjoy your weekend. I know I will, and we'll see you guys hopefully at that webinar. Cheers.